2 fires and 20 minutes apart, then they raced towards each other. A couple found dead in the woods. Belgium's largest wildfire in history, exploding across the German border. France, Spain, Portugal, Croatia, all burning at once. Europe's hottest summer is slowly engulfing the continent. On the Greek island of Salamina, just west of Athens, flames tore through forested and residential areas on August 16th, spreading with extraordinary speed as powerful winds pushed the fire towards homes and coastal settlements. The first blaze was reported near Peristeria on the island's southern coast. Roughly 20 minutes later, another fire broke out near Salamina in the east. Authorities feared the two fronts could cross the island's mountainous terrain and merge into one enormous blaze. Around 200 firefighters were initially deployed. As the emergency escalated, the operation grew to 260 firefighters, 58 vehicles, 15 forest commando teams, 10 aircraft, and 8 helicopters. But for 2 people, help came too late.
It is absolute devastation. Houses have burned down. From what we have heard, unfortunately, I wish it were not true, and I hope I am proven wrong, 2 people have burned to death.
Firefighters later confirmed finding 2 bodies in a wooded area near Peristeria. Officials said the victims were believed to be a couple. Chief Fire Officer Vasilis Vathrakogiannis said violent winds helped turn the fire dangerous within minutes.
Very strong winds are blowing in the area, with gusts reaching 7 on the Beaufort scale. This helped the fire quickly grow to dangerous proportions and spread rapidly within 7 minutes towards the nearest settlements.
More than 500 people were evacuated from coastal areas. Many moved aboard passenger ferries as smoke engulfed parts of the island. Greek Health Minister Adonis Georgiades updated the treatment status of affected people on X.
A total of 10 cases were recorded aged 15 to 89 years, mainly with burns and symptoms from smoke inhalation. 5 patients were transported or are in the process of being transported, including 1 burn victim with second-degree burns over 25% of body surface area and 1 patient being transported to Thriasio Hospital. 3 patients were discharged with instructions, while 2 remain under accommodation and monitoring. The KEPI is monitoring the developments and coordinating the necessary health actions.
And Greece's emergency is only one front in a much wider European wildfire crisis. Hundreds of kilometers to the northwest, Belgium is battling what authorities describe as its largest wildfire in modern history. The fire in the High Fens park, close to the German border, exploded to around 3,000 hectares within 2 days. Waterbombing aircraft from Sweden joined Belgian and Dutch helicopters overhead. On the ground, local farmers arrived with tractors and tankers, repeatedly hauling water from a nearby lake. And then the threat crossed from a Belgian emergency into a German one. The German town of Monschau ordered residents on 2 streets to evacuate as flames, smoke, and changing winds pushed danger towards populated areas. At one point, authorities said the fire front was only 1.8 kilometers from the first inhabited areas.
If we cannot contain the fire, there is a risk it could spill over the German border.
Firefighters from Belgium and Germany are now operating across the zone. Some fronts have been brought under control, but shifting winds, thick smoke, and inaccessible terrain continue to complicate operations. And across Europe, the same pattern is repeating. In Croatia, fires along the Adriatic coast have killed at least 1 person and 40 others have been injured. In southwestern France, a fire burned around 1,700 hectares in Landis before authorities said it had stabilized. Around 650 people were evacuated. Spain has also faced major fires, including in the Costa Brava region, where tens of thousands of residents were told to remain indoors as flames consumed thousands of hectares. Portugal deployed more than 1,200 emergency personnel, hundreds of vehicles and aircraft against a major forest fire near Vuzela, while activating the European Union's civil protection mechanism. Across Europe, fires have already burned tens of thousands of hectares. The common backdrop is extreme heat. Successive heat waves have deepened drought, strained water supplies, and left forests and vegetation tinder-dry. Copernicus, the European Union's climate monitoring service, has confirmed that Western Europe experienced its hottest June to July period on record. Wildfires are slowly engulfing the entirety of Europe. On the evening of August 13th, the Croatian coastal town of Omis faced the wrath of a major wildfire. A fire that broke out in Lokva Rogoznica continued burning towards Omis overnight, reaching the Borac neighborhood above the city center at around 1:45 a.m. local time. Omis Deputy Mayor Ivan Pivcevic told Slobodna Dalmatia that many houses had burned down, adding that strong daily winds had helped the fire to spread.
The fire is spreading, the wind is working against us. Many houses have burned down and the blaze is at the doorstep of many more buildings.
Evacuations were carried out by land and sea, with harbour authority boats transporting people from areas threatened by the fire. Part of Omis also lost electricity, while traffic on the Adriatic coastal road was disrupted. More than 150 firefighters were deployed to Lokva Rogoznica, where flames quickly swept through surrounding pine forests and vegetation before moving into residential areas and destroying homes and vehicles. Croatian wildfires forced hundreds of people to flee from a small tourist town on the country's Adriatic coast, as firefighters battled to contain the rapidly expanding blaze. At least 1,000 people displaced by the fire were moved into a local sports hall in Omis. All of this falls within a season that was already difficult even before this night. The 8,832 wildfires that Croatia has witnessed since the beginning of 2026 have already claimed the lives of 23 people. What sets Omis apart is that for the first time, the fire did not stay on the hillsides but reached the rooftops of a town in the middle of the tourist season. At the same time, northern Greece also faced a massive wildfire in the Halkidiki region, as a wildfire fanned by strong winds engulfed houses and trees. The Coast Guard said that more than 300 people had been evacuated by boat. Milos Nikolic, a tourist from Serbia, recounted the horror of wildfires and the sudden evacuation that followed.
My wife and me were in St. Nicholas Beach, and about 3 o'clock in the afternoon we saw fire, saw smoke. And after that we received message from Greek government about warning. And after that we went from beach, go to Siviri, and Siviri is very, very big fire. In the middle, after that fire go to right side, and this was a disaster.
Meanwhile, a wildfire in western Germany has spread towards a village close to the border with Belgium. Authorities in Germany have ordered about 1,800 people to evacuate their homes in the early hours of Friday, August 14th. Similarly, French authorities evacuated 525 villagers after a wildfire broke out in the pine woods of the southwestern lands region, near an area already devastated by major blazes this summer. Across Europe, successive heat waves this summer have intensified drought, strained water supplies, and left vegetation tinder-dry, helping wildfires in Spain, France, and Greece scorch near unprecedented amounts of land.